I want to show you guys how you can eat your favorite foods and still lose weight. This will be a step-by-step process, so if you don't have one already, grab a little notepad, grab something to write with. Number one, if you're trying to lose weight, you have to find out how much protein you need per day. You're gonna take your goal weight times 0.75. So let's just say you weigh 180 pounds, you're trying to get down to 130. 130 times 0.75. Shit, what does that equal? Oh, oops. 0, 6, 7, 9. Holy shit, I forgot how to do math for a second. But the answer is about 97 grams per day. Now look at my laptop.
20 minutes later.
Number two, you have to decide your protein sources. Now these aren't all the protein sources there are. You'll get some foods that have some protein in them, but these are mainly protein sources. This is egg white. For every ounce of meat, you're gonna get about 6 grams of protein. For every egg, white or not, you're gonna get about 5 grams of protein. At about a half cup of cottage cheese, you're gonna get about, oh shit, I forgot to write it. 13 grams of protein. Fairlife Core Elite Protein Shake, 42 grams of protein. Protein Bar, 20 grams of protein. Chobani Greek Yogurt, 20 grams of protein. Protein 2.0, 20 grams of protein. Now, of course, some meat's gonna have more fat than others, and if you have an egg versus an egg white, of course, there's gonna be more fat. Just for the sake of this video, let's try to make the meats white and lean, and let's just say that the eggs are gonna be only white. So decide how you're gonna get up to about 80 grams of protein. Now you might say, hold on a second, I thought our goal was 97. Well, you're gonna get in maybe an additional 10 to 15 grams with the other foods you're naturally eating. Like rice is not a protein source, but it does have some protein in it. Holy shit, my handwriting is terrible. Number three, find your caloric deficit. If you don't know how to find this, just go to calculator.at, type in your information right here, and then press calculate. And then depending on how quickly you want to lose it will determine what you set your calories at. Fair warning, if you go more aggressive, it will be harder to do. And if there's anything that we're trying to optimize for, it is the long term. Something I talk about with my clients all the time is whatever we do to start, you want to be able to do forever. Let's say you choose the middle ground and your calories are going to be 1,500 to lose about 1 pound a week. 1 pound of fat, that is. You probably remember from before, we're trying to get in 97 grams of protein. Let's just round up to 100. Don't want to get too sciencey on you, but there's going to be 9 calories in each gram of fat, 4 calories in each gram of carbs, and 4 calories in each gram of protein. Therefore, your 100 grams of protein a day is going to equal about 400 calories out of the 15. So you're left with about 1,100 to eat whatever the hell you want. And while you probably want to have a good distribution of fat to carb, honestly, for weight loss, you could eat no fat and then just eat a ton of carbs and still lose weight. You could also eat no carbs and all fat, the rest fat, to lose weight. That's what keto is. However, I don't recommend going extreme one or the other, but as long as you're getting in roughly 30, 70, or 70, 30, you'll be fine. This is where the fun part starts. So what this means is you can have 1,100 calories of whatever you want to be able to make up the difference. So now you have 1,100 calories to be able to fit in whatever else you want, your pizza, your hot wings, whatever, to be able to get to this goal. And you might be saying, Brian, I have no idea how many calories are in things. Time to learn. Because you have an internet connection, I recommend Google. You can also use apps like MyFitnessPal to punch it right in and it will give you these numbers. But assuming you don't want to download that app, we can use Google. So I'm going to use MyFitnessPal to be able to find what's in the food. Let's start off with some ice cream. So this ice cream has 140 calories for 2/3 of a cup. This isn't low-fat ice cream, it's just regular ice cream. So I want a pretty good serving, so I'm going to do 2 servings. I also want some fruit. I like these a lot, so these are about 50 calories per one. I'm going to have 4. So I still have about 700 calories left. I'm gonna have a combination of nuts. It's about 150 calories per ounce, so I'm gonna have 2 of them. I have about 300 calories left. I'm gonna have some French fries. It's about 120 calories per serving, and I'm gonna have about 2.5. Now, theoretically, if I followed this to a T, I would lose weight. Now, just because I'm losing weight doesn't mean that I'm healthy. You see, these foods that I chose aren't high in micronutrients. Micronutrients are the vitamins and minerals we need to be able to have longevity and promote organ health. But you actually don't need that to lose weight. My recommendation is always just try to have a combination of healthy, high micronutrient foods to foods that you actually enjoy so that you can stay on this journey longer. The majority of people, when they get on a health and fitness kick, they build a house of cards, They get rid of all this stuff and they eat only healthy until the first stressor comes and blows it all away. And then they start over in a couple months with the house of cards again. My recommendation to you is whatever you do, start and just focus on never stopping again. If you had to be on this track forever, wouldn't you do things a little bit differently? So instead of looking at your weight loss as something that you do seasonally, try to optimize it so that you can start and never stop. Hope this helps.